Howdy and welcome back to our Bloodbeam Badlands game, The Good, Bad and the Ugly. It has been at least 2 months since we were able to play because of some life stuff. So we're slightly rusty, but we're finally able to get back to this. We would like to thank Chicken Feet for oddly actually putting their favorite tooth in the comments. Definitely didn't expect that from a channel that only just barely started existing.
Cheers to you, Chicken Feet 2111.
I mean, it's a good choice. The
Would prefer chicken teeth.
I mean, we don't want to have to do. I will say in our previous campaigns we have had chickens with teeth, and they were horrifying.
Don't say that about Subject A.
Yeah, Danny's to blame for
You really can't leave teeth behind.
teeth is an unfortunate reoccurrence in our campaigns, apparently, which I don't think is a good sign. But let us get back to the actual game, because it has been months. Where we left off, the group had a decision to make. The Warlock Cornell had told them that his existence was a necessary evil, and oh yeah, I'll give you powers, and they won't be and you'll be cured of radiation, and all these promises. All the while he's sort of being an evil dictator to this small town, which is a bit sus. All the while the radiation storm is getting stronger and stronger. You guys don't have very long to decide which side to take. You're gonna have to make a decision pretty quick. Are you siding with the rebellion, or are you siding with the orb-headed warlock?
Oh yeah, he has an orb for a head.
He does it. Okay, yeah. So it's been a while. So let me just describe. I wanted a better word than describe, but I did not come up with one. So he is a horrible warlock man in white and red suit with a floating, smoldering orb of stone as a head. He wields dark glyph magic and twists the forms of those he experiments on. He has a really smug, better-than-you attitude. And he was very, very proud and led into that a bit. I believe he also had a cane with a similar orb on it. His various minions were sort of reptilian dinosaur people, but with mechanical parts and stuff. Sort of hybrids of machine and dinosaur. And a mutated T-Rex with a giant revolver for its face is apparently his piece de resistance. That's not the word.
Magnum opus?
Magnum opus, yeah. I think I'm just forgetting the last word of that. Because it's not resistance, I don't think. That's... I do not know French for the viewers.
We apologize. We apologize to any French viewers.
We apologize. Chicken Feet, if you're French, I'm really sorry.
I'm Canadian, I guess. You know, it's like cool. But if we have anyone in Quebec that's listening to us, I suppose. So, you guys have a decision to make. Do you side with the rebels or the warlock?
When asked, the warlock couldn't turn us into something like revolver head, couldn't he?
So at one stage you asked if they could give you your own revolver head, but apparently it would take a lot of time and effort, so they could only get you a small one.
I don't want a small head.
No. Like a small little dinosaur that has a revolver instead of its face.
They can't give us a revolver head. I mean, I'm even fun.
You aren't dinosaurs, so unfortunately.
How do they know, huh?
So he would have to use glyph magic, and he can do changes to you, but it won't make you into that.
Yeah, actually, the head's pretty inaccurate. I probably prefer finger guns.
Such wonders could be yours.
All right. Yeehaw!
Oh god.
I reckon we gotta talk to the rebels about this and everything he said at least. Otherwise, well, I'm not comfortable making the decision for everyone out here.
I mean, of course, they're going to disagree with it.
I think the
Maybe you
rebels
don't know
are
more about like the
actively against-
warlocks.
I'm going to say that if you head to the rebels first, rather than the Colosseum,
Colosseum.
then you will. The storm is pretty strong. It's building up, so you will probably have to deal with rolling against burn.
That's bad.
Maybe we should just go to the Colosseum and hide.
Just
hide
go
out
and hide.
somewhere.
Well,
Once we get to the Colosseum, that's when the dinosaur comes in. Oh, shit.
if you wait, then the show will go on without you, and the people will die. Eaten/shot by the T-Rex with a gun for a face.
God, I want to see that.
There is art. I just want to say
Yes!
it was actually the first thing I saw of this game, and it's what caused me to buy it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. The town people will not want their people to be murdered, so I think the rebels will support us doing that.
I'm not saying that's not the case. I'm more saying that, whatever turmoil they go through in the future is, well, their actions now have consequences down the road.
And this is being said while you're descending the stairs of the mesa.
Do I see any sign of the?
In this rock.
I want to see if there's any sign of like the T-Rex's food. No, probably not eat any.
There's a random bit of food on this stairwell. Hey.
No,
We can
I mean the
have
radiated
sneak up
cows.
if it's-
They
Not in my
are
pockets.
currently being held in the Colosseum.
Colosseum.
They have been removed from nearby farms. To be honest, it's probably going to run out of radioactive stuff soon. At least might have to start eating people, given enough
Oh
time.
my god.
But he's a big boy. But maybe the radiation storm will increase the amount of radioactive life. So
No, I mean like could just stop the virus in one of the cows. Kill it first, though.
yeah, you could if you went into the Colosseum, you could try to sneak it in there.
All right.
So we made our decision.
Well, it seems like we kind of made some decision there.
Oh, how does everyone else think actually about
What
that?
about you, Walter? That's your name, right? Yep.
Well, we don't really have much time, so I guess side with the rebels and then steal the warlock stuff.
Alright.
Make our own revolver face.
Alright.
Oh.
Ride it through the waste.
If we have our, you can only feel like one of us, don't know.
It depends how big it is.
I will see how big Revolver Face is.
Well, surely we'll all find out how big Revolver head/face is later. Not too much later, actually.
Yeah, pretty soon.
Is there enough time to sneak into the radiated cows?
Yeah, so you would have to sneak in while the opening proceedings are beginning.
Right.
While Cornell is given a grand speech.
I think this might be prime time while he's distracted.
Makes sense. Is anyone good at sneaking?
I don't know.
He may be slightly disappointed to see that you're not joining him in the viewing box. And but
I ate something weird and needed to go to the toilet for a long time.
Well, let's say they want us to deal with the rebels, and maybe we're just busy. Taking too long. Something.
But weren't we meant to do it at the place?
yeah, you meant to do it at the Colosseum and
Colosseum.
personally kill them, which is a bit messed up. And personally, he needs to know who is part of this rebellion.
Okay.
We are.
So Guile is the wits and cunning, I believe, or
Yeah,
So-
what's that would be still? I mean, even then, we'd be alright at it.
could be guns.
We'd try to do it.
I was mainly thinking about if anyone had any special abilities.
Oh, special ability.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can dip into the shadows and just
I remember flaming you about this, being like, "Oh yeah, we should get the guy who can go invisible to do it."
I can just dip into the shadows. Yes. Whoop. They'll
Yeah.
spend like 1 blood, I suppose.
Okay, so you guys have headed to the Colosseum then.
Yep.
So one of you, Alistair, is going to call upon your blood powers and turn into shadow and sneak around, presumably getting into the you know how Colosseums have those big dark tunnels sort of at the end so that like lions and stuff can come out of them. Yeah, so it'd be going down there to find where the revolver face and its food pen is.
Is it
where it's
right next to?
being- Well,
If
it has to
revolver's
be
right next
nearby
to-
to be released into it, so it would be being moved up there.
Oh, I was just thinking if it's nearby, I can just expedite it and just feed it a cow right now.
So yeah, like if you want, you can. Yeah, I'm saying like you can. You just mean you'll be slinking down into there.
Yep.
What is the rest of the group doing while they're slinking down there?
I have no idea.
Very good question.
Sounds like we
should we
need to
try and-
plan.
play along with like the crazy guy's plan.
What is the entirety of the plan? Like, well, we feed a cow some like virus to make it go wonky, and then
The cow doesn't go wonky. It's
I
not a
meant
robot cow.
the more for the revolver face head, but yes. And then what? We smuggle the cow in. I'm losing my character. We smuggle the cow in.
Oh no, the
Just
cow's
can't
right next to the right next to revolver face. I just feed it immediately.
Oh, but
Are
so
they
you're
planning
gonna
on
wait
feeding
for
it
it
that
to
or
be in
people?
there? Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do it before we can eat anyone, if I can get there in time.
Well, so we have to distract the revolver head face while you do this,
It's in its waiting area, I'm pretty sure.
and then how do we make it eat the cow? Like,
It likes
I mean,
eating things.
okay,
When the revolver face gets hungry, it will eat sources of radiation to replenish its energies.
right, okay, but like, aren't the people kind of already irradiated considering they're not in the mesa? And if we can't get it to eat it beforehand, if we just like throw it out there, then it's gonna be like, ooh, look at all these yummy humans.
The cow would be more radioactive. 'Cause
All right, everything I said, I now take back.
And also, the cows are like outside more, while like people live in houses, which helps a bit. And
Right.
from what I've seen in Stalker, like drinking vodka can help with radiation.
Oh
yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes you
Sounds
it makes you pee more, so it's
Oh
supposed
yeah.
to like
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
the
I got a
there's
great
enough
thing you
help
can do. It's
radiation
called drink
poisoning.
water.
no, vodka does it faster apparently.
With any form of, you know what? Yeah, right.
That
Alright,
just
so is
because
there any vodka
alcohol,
around?
requires your liver to go into overcharge because it's being poisoned.
That's how you do it. That's how you get rid of it.
Okay, so the plan is the cow gets eaten beforehand, then we fight it.
I guess. Yep.
Sounds like a plan, sort of.
Well, I mean, I don't know what else there is to much do. I can enter the memory of Revolver Face.
Can you?
And you find like the
Rootin' tootin' I can.
You did ask if that was an option, and yes, it is. It
I
just
don't
takes
know
a bit
what
more
I'll do
blood
there, but
to because you can influence them and try to get them to do things.
Get it to eat the cow.
I can. No, I guess that'll work. All right, you can do that.
Yeah, going into people's minds can be useful for getting them to do things.
I read it and it's just like, oh, while linked, you can feel their blah 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 blah. You can gain information. Yep.
Sounds good.
There's also the thing of are you trying to influence their actions in the real world? was one of the.
Yes. Yes. I should
Yes.
learn how to read.
What happened?
I thought it's like these are the questions you can ask.
No. But
Because it was a
we'll
lot of
digress. So you guys are currently moving in to the Colosseum. Perhaps you've got
Colosseum.
seats. The crowd isn't big, to be honest. The Colosseum's a lot larger than the town's population really requires. Like, it's even if the whole town came out here, which most of it has, because it's the only place to not get killed by the radiation storm right now. You know, like, their homes might explode during the radiation storm, but
At least they won't be in it.
That's Alpha.
yeah, I mean, they could all just be safe by going into the mesa. But
Yeah, what a shame.
Before
Yeah,
we
what a shame.
go on, I turn to Seb and I say, crazy idea, but if you could influence Razor, was it face or head? Because now you've got me confused.
Razor? There ain't no razors here. I got a gun.
Okay, good. Revolver face. Could you make it possibly attack the warlock that's in charge?
I do not know. I can give it a go.
the greatest difficulty of that would be he's at a bit of a distance because he is up in the skybox type area with this
Yeah.
window sticking out of the mesa, but he does have a gun for a face, so that is not. You can attack at range,
I mean, I can always try.
and it's not like a normal pistol bullet, given the proportional dimensions.
Yep.
It's just an idea.
I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, I'll give it a try, but it ain't always that easy.
While this is happening, Alistair is going around as Shadow, slinking around, and then they've come into this chamber that goes down. You can see a few people, the rebels that had failed in their recent uprising. They're being guarded and shoved around, being moved into a long line so they can be sent up. And they're slowly walking and being like, standard, like, you've seen Life of Brian, where they got the crosses. It's sort of like that.
Not seen Life of Brian.
You have seen Life of Brian?
I have not seen Life of Brian.
I've seen parts of it.
I assume you don't act any further, or do you can you just keep going to reach the deeper area?
I keep going. If I attack the guards there, they're gonna notice, and someone's gonna notice a missing guard, and well,
Okay.
I'll keep it passive for now. Hopefully, they can fight off like a wheezy T-Rex.
Okay, so you are still in this deep umbra, allowing you to move between the shadows, and basically because the whole area is in shadow, you're blinking around.
I was
Very. Okay, like you slip into the shadow that you're standing in. Like you just sort of like.
Yep.
And you can just keep doing this as far as I'm aware for the remaining scene. But if you want to do it even longer, then it'll require some
I
checks.
want to eventually just get out to like the cows, to whatever is nearest to the gate.
That is the next section.
Yep. And
then just a bit further is you can sort of feel like a heat radiating down from a bit slightly further on, and you're like, maybe don't want to go there because one, it's probably got a dinosaur, and two, because you can see that there's a lot more light down that part of the tunnel.
Huh.
But in the place you are right now, it's only a bit lit. Like it's got torches.
I'm okay to go near the dinosaur as long as it's not in sight of the dinosaur.
So do you want to try and get a look at it?
Can I see from out of the umbra, or do I have to like pop my head
Yeah,
out?
so you can still see, I'd say.
Okay, I don't. If the dinosaur can't see me in the umbra, then I'll just go all the way.
Okay. I will send you what it looks like, and only you.
No. Oh.
And the others will get the grand reveal when it enters the arena.
I hate you right now.
I'm sure you do.
I feel like this is spite driving this.
It's not spite, but it's
Yeah,
not spite.
No, it's spite. You're a liar.
When have I ever lied as a GM?
Just now.
When
Saying
have I
it's not
ever
spite.
lied?
I don't know. At some
Alright.
point.
Okay, so Anthony, you're traveling down this. The cows are now slightly behind you. You've gone past them. The heat is radiating, and this creature is standing before you, currently chained, and it seems to be getting impatient because it knows that food is near, but it can't get to it.
I need to help the poor lamb.
And then you see it. The
Yeah.
full glory.
Dear God, it really is a head for a revolver.
Like, I
And
think you need the other way around.
a revolver for a head. Is that tail also? Is that tail also?
The tail may also be something, yes.
Okay.
It's
Oh, actually, if it sees me, it might be able to unload.
so as you can see you can now see the source of the light,
Okay.
gleaming off its body.
It's so shiny.
And I will say that the YouTube audience will see it at this point, because otherwise that'd be very confusing for
I'm seething.
them.
Yeah, the YouTube audience gets to see it before you.
I wish I was YouTube.
Do you really want to be YouTube?
No, I take it back. But I'm still seething.
What a character concept. Okay, so yes, you've seen the creature now. You know the threat that you will have to face if you guys follow through with it. It looks very powerful. Like it looks like it's got like from looking at it close, it looks like its scales are like Kevlar. And there's the metal parts on it. The size of its revolver means that its bullet will be massive. It's quite a potentially dangerous threat. Do you do anything here, or are you gonna return to the cow region?
I will go to the cows.
Okay.
We get some ambient mooing going on.
God, no.
So I'll just move from far away.
It's a poor thing, though. We have to kill it.
Sound more like a whale.
I didn't want to be too loud.
Oh.
It cut off.
It sounds like a were-cow, if that makes any sense. Because it's like howling.
Just keep going. It's just the ambience.
So yes, you're at these cows, each of which feel like their fur is warm to the touch. What do you do with the gizmo that you were given by the rebels?
I gotta find a way to stuff. I won't put it in detail, but I'll just put it in a cow.
You mean feed it? Or like...
Feed
no.
it, feed it.
Don't you have a steak in your pocket?
Do these cows eat steak?
Wait, yeah, why did they eat steak? Let's be... Hey, they're radioactive.
Feed
Maybe
this-
they've mutated carnivorous appetites.
Maybe feed the brain, like a steak to the. You have two steaks, right?
Yeah, but
Does the dinosaur eat
the
steak?
dinosaur doesn't
No.
eat steak, but it's not
Oh.
radiated.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna have to
Slap it on the cow.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
we whack it on the cow.
whack it.
No detail.
I mean, you could just like tie it onto the cow. Or
I
something.
could just tie it onto the cow. Yes.
That was the
There we
cow
go.
being slapped with the stake.
Yeah, I tied onto the cow.
Okay. Do you have any bullet?
I do have bullet. I can spend it to say.
So you can either spend or you can roll.
Do I properly tie it to the cow?
Well, it's not to do you properly. It's did you remember to grab stuff?
Okay, I'll roll.
Do you have appropriate gear on you?
I will. Okay, I'll tie it. I'll see if I'll roll for the rope.
So this
If
will be, I'd say either a guts or guile roll about whether or not you have stuff that you can tie people down with,
Yeah, I'll go for guile.
and it's under your bullets.
under bullets. Sorry, what do you mean by under bullet? Like, has to roll under.
So yeah, when you're rolling, you roll whichever stat you're using. Are
Yeah.
you leaning like if?
So I got 2 guile. Do I roll that
Okay.
twice?
So you roll 2d6,
Oh, okay.
and you want to roll under your bullet number.
Okay, so I've got 2 6s. Oh shit.
This is going well.
Basically did as poorly as you could.
Okay, so you're there. You try to get out your stuff, and then you realize that you didn't. You left the ropes in the caravan.
Ah!
You end up losing one of your bullet because it's not on. Like what you thought you had actually wasn't there after all. So one of your bullet lowers by 1, and as you're frantically searching, the cows begin to moo more and more. Yes. Thank you.
I'm screaming with my hands over my mouth.
As they're because someone's trying to mess with someone's in front. They don't know what's going on. It's a stressful situation.
Cow hatred is fierce.
I can't
And
get a
you
ring.
feel a vibration
Oh.
as the ground around you shakes, as if it feels like Revolver Face may be trying to get to its food.
Oh. Oh.
This is a good thing. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, it was the food now. If I can
How
just.
radioactive are you?
No.
Do we have do we have Geiger counters with us?
Do we have an alarm clock?
So
I don't know why I asked that.
I have. Okay, so everyone is out in that isn't Alistair is out in this area. Cornell has begun their grand speech. It's exactly what you would expect. It's a lot of grandstanding, and people are starting to be paraded out. They look a bit malnourished. They look very defeated.
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
There are abomination guards pushing them out, forcing them out, sort of forcing them to spread out. And then suddenly, some of them fall over as a vibration goes out, emanating from down in the tunnel.
What the hell was that?
I think that's a bad sign.
Nah, maybe that's part of the spectacle.
If it is, Cornell is not commenting on it. It may be that his area is so high up the rock is so dense, he didn't feel it.
I'm sure it's just that and nothing else.
Maybe the plan went off without a hitch.
That seems like a good
It's
assumption, right?
It's a pretty common for us. Our plans just work. Always.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm sure Alistair did a good job. I have my utmost faith in them.
Alpha,
Yep.
the cows are getting very, very scared and panicky.
Oh, do I have a knife?
Scared.
It's
You
like a
don't know.
ghost
You have to
cow.
decide what you're doing pretty quickly, because given a bit more time, Revolver Face will likely force his way to get to the cows.
I do want to get that. I'm going to get that virus in one of the cows. I was going to end up like killing one of them to just like stuff it in its mouth.
Oh,
It might be what I need. Okay.
I'm gonna get eaten anyway. Just kill one, put it in the mouth.
Does it cost anything to kill a cow?
Your
it
morality.
costs- yeah, morality. Well,
My
give me a
mor-
humanity roll. No, it is a poor defenseless creature.
Yes. It was just, I mean,
If that's what you're gonna do, then
it was going to. I'd say it's like a panic thing, and then I'll justify it later.
The cow was gonna die, get eaten anyway.
That was what my justification was gonna be. Yeah, I kill a cow without thought, without.
How?
But,
Are
yeah,
you
we'll
shooting
do it.
down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Okay, so like the cows are gonna panic even more now, and the guards hear that.
Yep. I stuff it into. I stuffed the virus in the cow.
I mooed very loudly in the panic, but my microphone didn't pick it up.
Your efforts are noted.
Maybe that was just. Maybe that gunshot sound was just revolver head.
I should have brought a knife.
Okay, so Abomination guards are descending towards you. They see you. They shout out, "Get him!"
I jumped into the
In
shadow.
in what seem to be the voices of like a boombox.
Oh,
Like it's like what Bumblebee sounds like in the Transformers movie.
I really want the warlock stuff.
yeah, true.
Can you do the the Transformers transforming noise, please?
No. We'll have to save that for when I run a Transformers RPG game, because I have the Transformers RPG,
Oh,
and then we'll inflict that upon us all.
but it's a funny noise.
It is a pretty good noise.
Oh, we do have support for soundboards now.
Oh god. I don't know how that works with our recording setup. I will say.
We'll find.
Well, no, it comes through
think it-
Discord, I think.
It comes through your mic, but it's like it's pleasant to your mic, I'm for sure.
Okay, so people are aiming at you. They're shouting at you.
I forgot the virus in the cow's mouth yet. I'd assume I.
Yes.
Okay.
But now you have to deal with the abominations.
I-
One is going to, well, they're going to try and attack you.
I tip my hat.
In this current situation, these mutated one. This one has like what looks to be his arm has a sort of like harpoonish setup, and it tries to shoot its harpoon arm at you. Can you give me some sort of like how are you going to deal with this situation?
I mean, if I'm in the pen, I'll probably take cover behind one of the cows.
Oh no.
Oh god. Okay, so that's it's probably going to require a roll still, but
Yeah. Probably guile.
okay.
They saw me with the gun. Do I have a smoking gun on me? Or can I do like a
Yeah,
whole?
so
Oh, I'm just down here to
You'll
feed
be
the cow.
rolling against blood, I'd say.
It's just a cow that's had his brain shot out. It's like, oh, I didn't do anything down here, I swear.
So this is using your like super speed to get behind the cow and everything.
Yep.
Your vampire speed.
Get ready for dying cow sounds.
No, I don't want to make a dying cow sound.
Let's not go that depressed. Like Peter is already angry enough with us.
Yeah, I got.
Him is
So,
rolling in the
Put down
grave.
those angry cows. Angry cows? Whatever.
Mad cow.
No.
Hang on, I'm double checking. So it's rolling d3s as a roll, right? Oh no,
You,
d6s. So
you
yeah,
roll d6. You roll d6 for every of your stat.
Yep, I succeed on the blood because I got
Okay.
2 and a 5. So yeah.
Wonderful. So you're able to get behind the cow, and they're doing that attack. They're failing. You're able to avoid their attacks, their assault. I'm going to say that at the Colosseum's stands and everything, Cornell, seeing the disturbance of his abominations, some of them descending down into the pits, he is going to order them to not ruin the show for these fine people, and demand that they begin while Revolver Face gets ready. Suddenly, various dinosaur abominations begin to try and attack the rebels.
I feel like we should interfere with that.
Oh, was I too late?
Well, so this you're still down in the tunnel.
Okay.
This was very clearly said, and we just didn't think about it.
So yeah, what are
We were
you
gonna be
guys
one of
going
the
to do
warm-up
in the
matches.
stands?
Murder people.
Shall we stop murdering guards?
All right. Thumbs up. No,
I
that's
start shooting. I start blasting.
Anyway, so I
Okay.
started blasting.
Okay, are you gonna be trying to use like just normal gun shootings, your cursed bullets, or are you like using vampire instincts to like do super speed shootings, or what are you doing?
What's the benefit for using vampire instincts to super speed shoot?
It determines what source you're pulling from.
Okay. I'm just.
So yeah, if you're using like your vampire instincts and stuff and increased like reaction time, then it will be blood. If you're just going off how good you are with a gun, then it'll be bullets.
I'm gonna be how good I am.
Okay, and so the overall aim is that you're just starting to blast.
Yep.
Okay, what stat are you trying to use? I think this sounds like guts.
Okay, so
'Cause you're just using courage and brawn and just gonna face them head on and just annihilate them, right?
yeah, I'll at least draw attention to myself.
Okay.
So do I just roll 2d6 and try and get under, or
Yep.
no? This is gonna hurt me. Oh, I have terrible stats. Then it costs 1 bullet.
It does not cost one, but you can spend to auto succeed.
I'm gonna have to spend it.
Right. Okay.
My stats are really terrible.
Okay.
What, do you have 1 and everything?
2, 3, 2.
It's...
So you're really good
Hey,
at
level,
your trickery type stuff. Okay, so you are starting to take out these guys. They're surprised. They don't know what they weren't expecting attacks from the stands. I assume like you shoot some of the near ones, or are you focusing on the ones in the actual arena itself?
I'm focused on the ones in the I'm trying to save the rebels.
Okay, so I'm going to say that lowers one of their sources. So they, like you in this, like you have blood, bullet, and burn. They have their own sources. In this case, you are lowering how much of a gang they are and their number.
Okay. That's good to know.
Okay. What about other people? So that now you guys have gotten a lot of attention, especially from the guards and the abominations that were near you guys. They're just shooting them in the arena. The ones in the stands, they're all looking at you.
Oh.
Duck and roll.
Attack!
Oh. I duck and roll, and I wanna get into some more cover. I don't need to speak like this if I'm not speaking, but I'm worried if I lose character, it's never coming back.
Well, that happens when I'm trying to do a femme voice. It just goes away so quick.
Yeah, I was gonna maybe like tuck and roll and that sort of thing, because I don't do direct engagements.
What?
They're not good at brawn.
Yeah, my guts is 1.
Yeah.
So
Oh no.
I'm just gonna like maybe lose myself in. Well, yeah, I'm gonna lose myself. I guess it's like tuck and roll, get a bit of cover, and then when they're not looking at me, bam, kapow.
Okay.
I was thinking of just trying to bull rush one and maybe try and throw them down into the arena.
Okay. So those are 2 very different roles by the sound.
How many do you have in
So I have 3 dice, and I just need to roll under 3. Like one of the dice has to be less than 3 or less than or equal to 3.
You're trying to roll under in this system. If you roll exact, then you get a special thing. It's sort of like dramatic failure and exceptional success at the same time. So,
Okay.
I'll just roll the dice. I got a 2 as my lowest, so.
Okay, that is under. So you're beginning to pick them off, but it's very slow. But it does mean that you're not going to be attacked. You're not at physical risk.
Good.
You're starting to take them down, but these are the ones in the stands that you're taking down.
Yes.
Danny, Cass, you said that she was going to basically just run at one and like slam them into the arena.
Yeah, I was hoping that I could like throw them down into it just to get them out of the crowd, pretty much, or the area that we're in.
Okay.
I feel that may be guts.
Yep, that sounds right to me.
Okay. I got a 1 and a 3 and a 6. But I guess it's just the 1 that matters?
Correct. So yeah, you were able to knock that one down there. So I'd say that this upper area with Walter and Cass is currently without, but you've decimated the near ones. We will now shift down into the tunnels. You are seconds away from Revolver Face bursting out. What does Alistair do?
I'm still downstairs where
You're hiding behind a cow.
Revolver Head is still there.
Revolver Head is about to burst out and head straight for you, and about to try and eat a cow.
Okay. Right. I moved the cow that stopped the virus into closest to the fence, and I was going to try to dip into the shadow and leave.
Okay. While this is happening, you have abominations trying to get you.
Yeah.
They are throwing harpoon arms. They are heading towards you and going to try and claw at you.
I might have to just
Some
dip
might
out.
try to horn you.
Yeah. Do they look delectable to the Revolver Head?
They're a bit radioactive, but nowhere near as much as the cows. They're also they recognize that they're like each other,
Yeah.
so they probably won't attack each other at first.
Okay.
They're more likely to go for the weird thing,
Right.
which
So
in one of the rare situations isn't the dinosaur sound system.
If I move the cow, I might end up revealing myself for like too long to get harpooned.
It's certainly something you can give it as a roll.
Okay, I might give it a roll. What's burn again? I do have a lot of that.
So, burn is having to deal with immense radiation and hostile magics, fire. So if, for example, you had to deal with
Eat a cow.
do something with like go into an area with high radiation, or if you were drinking, like say if you tried to drink the blood of one of the cows to replenish your blood,
Right.
you would have to deal with the risk of burn, but you would get blood.
Okay. If there's, how many of them are there?
So one giant T-Rex monster,
Yeah.
and right now maybe about 3 cows, and one of which is currently dead.
Oh, only one cow. Sorry, 3 cows.
Only 3 cows, and about 4 or 5 of the abominations. And I will say, you don't have to act on like I'd get 1 action a turn. You can describe a set piece. Like Matt just had many shots for their thing.
I'm just not sure how. If I can pull off like a trick shot of getting all 5 at once, I'll do that.
It'll be difficult, but it's certainly possible. Would you like to try it?
Use the cow's inspiring presence.
Do you have any good guile?
Let me. No, my goal's actually pretty bad. I don't want to do that.
What are you
What,
good
what
at?
is your best stat?
Oh, sorry. My goal is good. It's 2.
Okay.
Guys is also 2. I could try to trick him and say, "Oh, the T-Rex is getting out."
The cow
Actually,
just
yeah,
chopped death next to you. Oh my god, the T-Rex!
What are you gonna try and do?
Nah, I'm gonna. Okay, I'll try to trick. I'm gonna like just. I quickly draw and then. It's not too bad. I mean, I rolled 2 6s before. That's when the bad parts happened. 1 and 4. Okay.
Okay. So you are able to do a trick shot and get all of them.
I shoot one of them. It rebounds down the wall. It gets the one behind him, and I shoot another one. It bounces off the wall and gets 2.
Okay, and that drops them like down a bit. Like the some of the ones down here, just like they're out. Like 1 shot, they're down. Unfortunately, it bursts free. It's the shakes of the ground with each footstep. The light level grows and grows. You can feel the radiation just radiating, I suppose, off this mighty creature. The shadows that you're in are now lit and are wiped away by its flames. And it makes a giant bite towards you and the cow.
Oh no.
Okay, I tip my. If I have time, I tip my hat and dip into the shadow.
That's going to be difficult. That's going to require some super speed, I think.
All right.
Or actually, it might be. So that's going to either be blood, or you're going to have to try and jump into its own shadows.
Because it's got like a lot of light.
Yeah, so you could try to jump into its own shadow, and from there, but that would be burn, I'd say, because you're having to deal with like all like this like radiation that's bleeding off it.
I can deal with the burn actually. Okay, I'll take the hit.
Okay, so this sounds like guile, I'd say. That's very quick thinking.
Yep.
So guile under burn.
4 for under 5. Yeah. Okay. Is this going to take a hit regardless because of how much radiation is?
Well, no, that's what this is against. Like you're
Okay.
Yeah. So if you succeed, then you are fine.
Okay. I jump into its shadow.
Okay, you're sitting in the shadow, and it feels like the warmest shadow you've been in. Normally, the deep umber is cool, shady, like a good hat.
Like a good hat.
Yeah.
I do have a good hat myself.
You're cowboys. Everyone needs a cool
I have an extremely wide brim hat. It keeps me in the shade all the time.
I have a poncho.
Like, if your hat gets knocked off, it like is a serious threat to you guys.
Yes.
I don't have a hat.
I don't think I have a
I
hat.
think you just like had a lot of like cover, like you
I've
just
got a poncho and like a hood with
Yeah.
the poncho. Like it's pretty thick. Although I do
But
kind
I'm
of use
saying, like,
having, like a little cork
if
hat.
random nerd's hat, if Alistair's hat is knocked off, that's like a threat to his health.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about the time they shot my hat off.
Yeah, one time he had to deal with like a weather witch that just suddenly was doing all these gale force.
No, the wind. The wind, Mother Nature itself was trying to destroy me with... And my hat.
At least they claim this weather witch claimed to be Mother Nature. You know, who knows? So yes, you are currently in its shadow as it is heading up, biting into this cow, and roars. Abominations shake in fear and decide to run the other way.
I wonder if it ate the right cows or...
It is eating all the cows. All
Yo!
It is going one, then the other, then the other. And you feel it getting hotter and hotter and hotter. So let me see. So I said there were 3 cows, from what I remember.
Not anymore.
Is there a connecting shadow that I can get behind it, or is there too much light?
Sorry, pardon? Could you repeat that?
Is there a connecting shadow behind it, or is there too much light?
There are, and they head towards the experimental labs of Cornell.
Okay. I mean, it's a way out. I'll probably take it. I do want to observe the majesty of the of Revolverhead more, but I must take my leave.
How very noble of you. Okay. I will say that so you separate and you enter the catacombsy sort of interior things of Cornell's lab, and we'll discuss how that goes in a second. We'll return back to the group. So you're seeing many abominations spilling out onto the arena. They seem panicked and afraid, and are running away, and you can feel the vibration of Revolver Face coming. This was apparently not planned, despite the voiceover of Cornell definitely telling everyone that this is all part of the show. You see some of the abominations, they pull out what looks to be power sockets.
Huh?
With the cables, and they begin to plug into each other.
A what?
And you notice that they're all plugging into one guy who's got like one of those power packs, like all over his back. It's a tangle of cables. It looks awful. It's an IT person's nightmare. And this one abomination roars as lightning bursts out of his face.
Poor guy.
And it shouts to the others, "Behind me!" So they've sort of all like just decided, okay, we're terrified. We don't want to die ourselves. Is there anything you want to do as you see this and as the booming footsteps come closer and closer? You also still have no idea what happened to Alistair. They may may have been eaten.
I suppose. Can I super speed onto the arena?
Yep, I'm not over that. Yep, you definitely can. There's no special resistance at this time.
Okay. I want to go there to try and like get. How are the rebels? Are they like tied up?
The rebels, they've got like those chains on their legs, but they're not. They're still standing. They're spread out across the battlefield. Some are injured. At least one is dead from the abominations. But your initial blast of flurry of attacks has saved some lives at least already.
Okay. Gonna go onto the arena and try and break them out of their chains.
Okay, that sounds like it's going to be a guts blood. Guts under blood to me.
Okay. Yeah. It's 2d6, right?
If you've got 2 guts, then yes.
Well, like, my blood is free and I got a 10, so.
Okay,
Boy,
rolled badly then. So it's what were the individual numbers?
They're both 5.
'Cause I wanted to know if one of them was a 6 or something. Okay. So unfortunately, you're calling upon your blood, your vampire powers. You're able to break a few, but as you're going and like trying to break them, you're getting worn out, and you lose 1 blood as you're calling upon your vampiric strength a bit too much.
I hope these people are like going to be grateful. You know?
They are, like, for example, they can now move at a speed higher than slow walk.
No, I mean after this, like, you know.
Oh, yes.
If we survive, maybe.
It's not an if.
So wait, I missed a bit. What was happening with like the guards plugging in?
Electro pack.
Yeah, so they supercharged one of the abominations, and he now has lightning constantly bursting out of his face. And their plan seems to be that if Revolverface comes and tries to attack them, then he will try and fight off Revolverface.
Doesn't seem like a terrible idea to me.
Perhaps so. They were planning on not being in the arena at the time
That makes sense.
when Revolverface was released.
Wait, so Alistair just jumped into the arena where he's about to come out into, right?
Walter.
Sorry, Walter. Yeah.
So trying to
Yes.
save the rebels.
I think Alistair is dead.
Walter may soon be dead too.
I might yell out, right? Because the footsteps sounded like Revolverhead or Face or whatever was on their way. So I was thinking I might yell out to Cass and be like, between shots, like, pew pew, hey, Cass, pew pew pew, deal with the electric pack one. I'll deal with Revolverface. God, I hope so, at least.
As you say that, the darkness of the tunnel changes to a warm orange as a flame-lit creature begins to step forward. And Revolverface enters the arena with a abomination in its mouth and it's chewing.
I'm waiting for the image.
We want
but
the image.
my God, it's beautiful. I didn't expect it to be so crude, but it's funny. It's got flames coming out of its mouth.
I told you it was flame-lit.
Yeah.
You said the source of the
Yeah, but I didn't
illumination.
know. Like, I had no idea where it was coming from. It could have been like on
Exactly.
the barrel.
And then you can see the tail that Random Nerd mentioned.
Huh.
It roars with immense ferocity.
My God, he's beautiful.
God.
All right, well, it's time to mind meld with the dragon.
Okay, that is going to cost you some blood.
Yeah,
not
I've got
dragon.
2, so hopefully it only costs 1.
God.
If not, I might be a bit screwed.
What could go wrong?
Okay, so costs 1 blood just to activate, but for animalistic beings at least,
Is it sapient?
it is not sapient.
Yes!
While connected, both bodies are running on autopilot. And all checks made against them have 1 boost, which basically means when you're going against your, when I say roll under blah, you add 1 to the number you have to roll under.
Okay.
So basically everyone has it a bit easier, but also, I mean, you're going to be making everything with an extra difficulty
Yeah.
if you try to do anything that isn't mind meldy.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're you get a feeling for their surface thoughts and their emotional state. Their first thought
Hungry.
is a mixture of gun smoke and hunger.
I'm very hungry. Me too, man.
Immensely hungry.
Me-
Eternally hungry.
It ain't like 3 cows, hasn't it?
It is that hungry. It is.
Where does it all go? In the bullets?
Where do you think it got its bullets from? Did
my
you think it gets
It's
manually
shooting
loaded?
cows! My God. Keeps getting better and
You were
better.
able to watch the recent memory, which means that you would get a flash of what just happened from its perspective. So you would know that Alistair jumped into its own shadow, and then you don't know what happened to him afterwards.
I think
Perhaps
Alistair is
radiation
still
melted
alive.
him.
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
So this is just the initial bit, and I'm just gonna ask for other people's things, and then we'll get back to that.
Well, I've got to deal with some electrifying gods.
Yes.
He's getting charged.
So I'm gonna spend. Okay, so I don't know if you can hear the cat.
Not that time, but sometimes.
I'm gonna spend 2 blood and get some of my aspects. So I'm gonna get very long claws and skeletal wings just spring out of my back.
Very useful.
So and I'm gonna fly down to where those guys are and just start slicing them to pieces.
Okay. And so you get a boost on that. So this sounds like a guts roll.
Yep.
Does mean that he's going to try and aim at you as you descend.
Crazy. Yep.
So this will be this is using your wings, so you'll get a +1 boost on this, I believe.
What does that do?
So basically, you have to roll whatever you're rolling against. It sounds like at this stage it'd be blood.
Yep.
+1.
So it's easier for you. So rather than whatever your blood is at now,
My blood's at 3 now.
so then it'd be like a 4.
You have to roll under 4 then.
Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't matter what kind of stat it is because all my stats are max.
Oh god. I keep forgetting that.
Okay, I got 2 3s. Goodness. The other
That
one's
is under
6.
4. So, well, what do you do to this guy as you descend upon him with your claw? Oh, sorry. You get an additional boost for each aspect, so you had to roll. Yeah, so that's very easy for you in this case.
I'm just gonna so usually Cass is very quiet, withdrawn, trying to help people, and this is just gonna start ripping into them and start tearing them to pieces. Probably that's at a roar as well.
Would you like to eat its heart?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say it would normally be a 1d3 because it's just a single individual, but right now its heart is plugged into the power of 7 dudes at once. So it's lightning empowered heart. So please roll 2d3, we'll say.
5 and a 5. Sounds
Okay.
good.
So you get to add 5 to any source.
What?
That's
Wow.
crazy.
What's the max on sources?
Can never be higher than 6. So you basically just get to max out one.
Well, yeah. Question is which one? Can I do half and half, or do I have to choose one?
It says a targeted source. It's not that broken.
Yeah, I thought that would be the case.
I will say everyone has some means of regaining their various sources.
I'm just gonna get a whole bunch of bullets back.
For Cass, it's eating hearts.
How do you justify getting bullets back after eating someone's heart?
Well, in this case, it is a robotic heart full of
Okay.
lightning. So perhaps, as you're doing this, the mechanical bits that are within this lightning creature magnetically go onto your monstrous form.
Well, yep, I need bullets, so now
I mean, maybe you're electromagnetic right now.
Sounds good. I dealt with my side, now your side's up.
Now it's on me.
Matt, what is Walter up to? You were starting to feel drained, but you have broken free some people, and they are running away, trying to climb up the thing. It's quite difficult, and they're starting to try and make one of those people towers.
There's only one exit?
There is the main tunnel. Right now, it's got a giant dinosaur at it, yes.
So that's the only exit, so they had to climb out.
Yes, so they're forming one of those ant towers of rebels.
Okay. I shall summon my stand.
Okay, so that costs you some blood. What aspects are you forming, and what does it look like?
It doesn't, at first it doesn't look like an old lady, but then you notice her hands are really wrinkly. She's kind of like a grandma, draped in thick cloth, and she's got that spinster wheel.
Okay.
And what the access? And I'm going to use it to protect the rebels.
Okay, so that's going to be a ward then?
Yeah, ward.
Okay. So that gives them armor, right?
Yeah, it gives them 1 hour, so choose one else.
Okay, so next time these people get attacked, there's going to be a protection. Okay, so I'm now going to go to the turn of the various monsters at play. So, some of the abominations were going to try and attack the people trying to escape. Some are going to try and attack Cass. I think like it's fair to just say that like the attack that was going to be done is just completely like what does your ward do to these this gang of abominations?
You mean against the abominations or?
Yeah, like what does it do to prevent the attack? Because
Oh,
they're gonna run up and they're gonna try and like pull them down and
it gives them armor, so I just since it's a spinster, I think it's like creating like a ghostly cloth over them.
okay, and it just they're clawing at it and it just can't get through this. Okay. The ones that are around Cass, this horrific monster that is just tore out the heart of what they saw as their hope of survival.
Messed up, man.
He has no longer got lightning shooting out of his face. I think half of them are going to run away from you in terror, and the other half are going to try and leap on you.
Yep.
What are you going to try and do?
I feel like I should use my skeletal wings just to try and keep a bunch off me, and like honestly just kind of stand my ground and just kind of use the claws to like slice at them to force them to dodge rather than being able to attack.
Okay. So this will be, it sounds like, again, guts and blood. With boost.
Okay. So I got a 1 on one of the dice.
That's pretty good. So yeah, they are like they try to leap on you, like, all at the same time, and then you do that classic thing where you, like they land on the wings, and then you just like fling the wings open, and they just like fly back and are knocked away. Then we shift over to the center stage.
Yes.
We have Revolver Face, who is currently slightly distracted by having someone in his brain.
It do be like that.
You get a feeling that there's like a weird grossness in its stomach.
Ooh.
It feels like something's jamming the gun. Like an odd sensation. It's like a sneeze
what
that
that
doesn't
could be.
come.
Yeah. Because my plan was, if that virus hadn't checked in yet, to make him shoot at the overhead skybox wherever the guy is. But I guess it's not really gonna work.
So, well, maybe, but it's still its turn at least. So it
If it shoots me, then it probably works.
So yeah, the very first thing it's gonna do is that it is looking around. It's seeing all these masses of people. Two things are fighting each other, like Abomination and, to be honest, another Danny's character is basically an Abomination. At this point, it sees these massive people. I think it's going to. Who's got the lowest burn right now? I think that is who it will go towards. Not counting Alistair, of course, because he's not.
I realize.
Yes, Cat.
I have 6.
I
I
have
got
5.
6.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so unfortunately,
Wait. I was thinking I'm fine. We're all gonna be at 5. It's fine. What the hell?
okay, it feels out at the various sources of radiation around itself, and it is going to shoot at you. A giant bullet bursts out of its face.
My word. Ah!
Well, I think it can fire.
Please succeed at stat under blood.
Please succeed.
Please.
3.
What's that?
How are you dealing with the situation?
How do you dodge out of the way? I'll take it.
My thinking is maybe I could try and like I'd be dodging, but it's more like if I'm in its head already, it'd be like, oh no, don't shoot me, shoot upwards or something, like trying to like get it to go that way. And so maybe that's like maybe that distracts it a bit, or like puts its aim off a bit, and so my dodge is more effective.
Okay.
Are you trying for guile?
I'm trying for anything that isn't guts, but I also think like the mental thing makes sense here.
Wonderful time for an interruption. Sorry, so what were you at?
Yeah, so I was gonna do the mental thing to like try and distract it, but I don't know what stat that would be.
So normally using your magic powers is, I think, in this case, it's like it sounds like a brain thing. So it sounds like I could see, but it's also like you're trying to convince.
Yeah.
So I could
Well,
see either guile or guise.
it's just reading the power. It says like to do the get any more information and blah 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 is a guise under blood check. So maybe it would be similar to that. So then guise.
Okay.
And you said under blood, right?
Yes, it is against your blood.
All right. I have to roll a 1.
Oh god.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah. But wait, what
Wait,
happens when
that
you
means
roll a
I
1?
equal the thingy, right? So it's like the dramatic success /
Fail.
epic fail.
Wait, so you're one. You're both on 1. Ooh.
Yeah. So
Okay, so how it normally works is that if you get it exactly, then it is a spectacle. When a player has a 1 in a source, that you can only succeed on that, so it becomes an exceptional success.
okay.
So you wanted to distract it by getting it to like aim high and aim the wrong way, right?
Yeah. Well, so it was more like I was trying to like it would be like, oh, you should shoot your master who put you under horrible surgery.
And you were hoping that would just distract it enough that it doesn't. A giant bullet the size of Bullet Bill doesn't remove you from existence.
Yeah, so it's like maybe its aim's a bit off, or maybe it's looking up.
Yeah,
whatever.
you're kind of skeptical. So you do get to shoot at its master.
Yeah.
The Bullet Bill blasts out of its face towards the Mesa. You hear a great deal of confusion as it turns its head, and you can hear over the speakers Cornell's voice. And suddenly there's an explosion up there.
Yay.
God.
Everything's going to plan.
Suddenly the speakers go silent.
He's dead.
Okay, that may be guessing a bit too far. But...
Oh, he's dead. We did it.
It's time to leave before we go reward out to rebels.
Okay. So congratulations. There's now like bits of rock coming down. Like dust is covering the field a bit.
So it looks like the Colosseum is gonna collapse.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Give it time.
I reckon we start making our way out of here.
Don't we have to deal with the dinosaur with a
But there's a
revolver?
storm outside.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
it's
think
safe
there's
place
gonna
to
be a lot of inside left soon.
And as you say that, you shift our camera down into the depths of the mesa. We return to see Alistair.
Is it an uproar upstairs?
So you're going through this very creepy sus lab.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like weird sigilly things, half-built dinosaur mechanical parts, lots of like terraniums with lizards in them that look like very small little dinosaurs.
He's gonna make more of them.
Like imagine like a mixture between like a stegosaurus and a skink. They're very cute, but very aggressive.
But do they look like they'll hurt a lot if they bite me?
It looks like it would be like if a skink bit you. It would
No.
it hurt more than you'd expect, but not much.
Okay.
Like it's that sort of thing where like you underestimate it, but it's not a serious injury, but like it still hurts.
I mean, this is a lab, but I'm sure they have like some blueprints on how all this works around somewhere.
There's probably there's like an egg room. It's got like a fireplace and stuff, and they're just sort of like amassed around this fire pit, fireplacey type thing. It doesn't look like the structure was designed with a lab in mind, but
if there's no notes around, taking one of the eggs sounds like fun.
okay, that sounds fine.
I assume these are like dinosaur eggs. I'm not sure if it's obvious what it is.
So you're just gonna steal bits and bobs and like things that seem interesting?
This seems like a very valuable lab. Unfortunately, I can't really take much from. Take all.
You can take some stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Give yourself another bullet.
Hey.
Okay, so you're going through. You're collecting things that are going to be useful in the future.
If there's
so.
notes,
like-
because I can find another. Apparently, there's a neighboring warlock, and maybe they'll know what to do with all this. Aha.
Do you spend more time down here, or are you going to continue up to the main areas and the?
I don't want to spend too long here. I need to get back to everyone to make sure everything succeeds.
So you heading up then?
Yeah, I'll head up.
Okay, so then while you're up, you have two directions you can go. You can either head to the food hall and the skybox area, where Cornell theoretically is, watching over the fight and commentating over it, or you can try to go to the entrance to the mesa.
I'm gonna go to the entrance to the mesa because I assume that.
Oh, and I should say that now that the storm is in full swing, that if you do leave the mesa at any time, you will have to deal with radiation.
Were we meant to be in the skybox, or were we meant to be in the mesa?
Right now, the safest place to be would be the mesa.
Okay.
The skybox is nearly as safe, and the Colosseum has like an energy absorbing ward on it.
Okay.
For now.
You mean the Colosseum?
I mean a word. I will not support
I
this.
said it right.
Shenaniganery.
I'll go to the mesa. Be safe.
So you're inside the mesa right now. So
Yes.
you're just gonna hole up there for a bit.
Yeah. Well, everything blows through.
Okay,
wanna
you
meet
hear an explosion
Ah,
from the hall, the main hall.
Oh, what the hell? I go to have a peek.
So you look into the area, the skybox and food hall, where you guys ate before at that grand table. The room is smashed up and shattered. There's a giant gaping hole now. Glass everywhere. And in the rubble, a floating orb.
He never had a body.
Oh.
The body appears to be lying there, on the ground, dead.
Do you ponder the orb?
Do you ponder it?
I am perplexed by the orb. I keep looking at it. Wait, is Cornell dead? I
Oh,
wonder.
it seems to be still alive as a whole.
It glows and glows.
Oh, I think I've seen this before. Okay, I would walk away.
Glyphs begin to appear upon the rubble, and a body begins to be shaped from all the shards of glass, the black rock of the mesa, some of the very energy of the radiation storm. You see it like solidify and condense as these glyphs form it into a new body made of random bits of this destroyed room, coursing with this radioactive power. And I think that's where we'll end this session.
Cornell's still alive.
But he was killed.
Once.
So you got that going for you.
We almost killed a warlock.
I will remind everyone that Revolver Face has not been damaged at this point.
But he's done some damage.
You have potentially sickened him at least.
I
Poisoned
don't feel
him.
so good.
He's sick. He's got a virus.
Yeah, whenever he sneezes, bullets.
It hurts. So it hurts someone.
I also really need some blood. I mean, I'm down to my last blood.
You
Yeah,
may
my
have to
goodness.
drink someone's blood or use your powers to like eat a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also was gonna try and eat the most traumatic memory. No, actually, if there's any like one nice memories of its captor being nice to it, the guy who made him, the mayor, the whatever, the dictator, warlock, being nice to Revolver Face, I was just gonna eat them.
What a list of like things to have on your like LinkedIn page.
Dictator, warlock,
Mayor,
mayor,
orb.
Yep.
Well, I suppose I should consider myself grateful that you guys didn't attempt your we'll get him while he's asleep and steal his head plan.
Oh, the
I
head of the.
remember that plan.
I don't remember the plan at all.
What? We were planning to steal his head? What?
Yes, you random nerd suggested, I believe, that we steal
I
Cornell's
was the one who
head
suggested.
while he's
Just
asleep, and
So it would
What?
have just been kidnapping.
Oh, that. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why do we not? Why do we not do that?
because
It's
you,
because we
you have a
forgot
very
about it.
short time frame.
That's not why. It's because we forgot about it. That's the reason.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
That's why you chose to not do it after that conversation after the session last time. But yeah, so we'll have to continue this, the final chapter of it, next time. Thank you for listening.
Make a comment about your
Let's-
favorite.
Dinosaur. A basic topic.
Yeah.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah,
Favorite
yeah.
dinosaur.
Makes
Discuss
sense.
the dinosaurs in the chat. Like it's a Twitch stream. That's just the comment section.